Hi DIY friends! Today I'm going to show you some brand new and exciting techniques that are going to transform your outdoor decor from drab to fab. Hi everyone, my name is Shannon and I want to welcome you here to my channel, The Daily DIYer. And I also want to thank Cricut for sponsoring today's video. So whether you want to repurpose some of your old outdoor decor or you want to start fresh, today's video is going to be chock full of some brand new techniques and ideas. So let's jump into it right now. So I know a lot of you know that I am obsessed with my Cricut machine, but some of you may be new to it, so I wanted to explain what a Cricut machine actually is. It's a smart cutting machine that allows you to create personalized projects with hundreds of materials. It works with software called Design Space that comes free with your machine. It is where you can create your projects and browse from hundreds of images and fonts. Once you've created your design, Design Space will send it to your machine to cut. Now let's dive into this first project. First up, I'm going to show you how you can transform any pillow into an outdoor pillow. So whether it's a blank pillow cover like this one or a pillow that you already have, this technique is going to blow your mind. I'm going to be using my Cricut Explore 3 to help me cut out some pretty springtime leaves from Cricut Smart Vinyl. I went ahead and went into Cricut Design Space and found this pretty springtime leaf, took it over to my canvas and sort of mocked up my pillow size to see how many leaves I would need to cut, and then sent that over to my Cricut. Now, like I said, I'm going to be using Smart Vinyl, which is a really cool new product, meaning you don't need a mat. You can actually load this material straight into your Cricut machine. So while that was cutting, I went ahead and I ironed out my pillow cover, making sure to get all of the wrinkles out, and then randomly placed all of my leaf stencils and vinyl right onto the front of the pillow cover. So just for reference, my pillow cover is 17.5 inches square, so I cut out 9 leaves total, but of course you'll want to adjust this depending on the size of your pillow. Now to make these great for the outside, there's a 2-part process that we need to do. First up is adding the color. So this is a outdoor fabric paint and it is UV resistant. You guys, I am totally obsessed with this product now. It's amazing. So we're basically going to take that spray paint right to our pillow cover, making sure to get the edges and not getting too close that it will interfere with our stencils. So then you'll want to flip this. After it's dried, the first coat, flip it, and then apply paint going the other direction to make sure you get down into all of the textures of your fabric. While it's still wet, I went ahead and removed all of those decals from the pillow cover, leaving a beautiful leaf shadowed effect. I would love to know and hear about your own personal outdoor space that you love to sit out and enjoy during the spring and summer months. Is it your porch, patio, deck? Is it maybe just a bench or a chair outside? Let me know down in the comments below. And now we need to do step 2 in this process, and that's adding a waterproof shield. But the cool thing about this product is it actually has a sun shield too. So it's going to go ahead and protect those areas on our pillow that didn't get spray painted with a protective coating with the fabric paint. So you'll go ahead and spray this on, 2 coats is what I did. And then you have a beautiful protected pillow, and it still has a really nice fabric feel and it's not crunchy at all. So these are so pretty, but what if we make a matching doormat to really make a custom look? You can head to your local Walmart or Hobby Lobby whenever their rugs are 50% off to get a really inexpensive plain doormat. These are $14.99 at Hobby Lobby, but at 50% off, you can get them for only $7.50, which is cheaper than Walmart. So we're gonna do the exact same process here using the same stencils, randomly placing them onto our doormat using the exact same spray paint to get the same color onto our doormat. I love this too because it, again, gets down into all of those fibers, doesn't make it crunchy. You can still use this like a regular doormat and it works just as great. So I went ahead and did 3 coats on this before removing those decals off of there, and that's all there is to it. So quick and easy, and you can also spray this with a UV protectant as well. And here you can see just how beautiful our matching pillows and doormat complement each other and really help pull this whole look together. So pretty. And as I mentioned, using a UV protectant on your doormat. I like to do this on all the rugs on the porch. So we got a new one for the front porch. So I like to use this rug and carpet protector. It helps block stains and it keeps your rugs looking nice. It's easier to clean them off. What I like about this product too is it actually kind of gives you a foamy effect, so you can see where you have sprayed so you don't miss any of the areas. So I added that on our large rug and also the layering mat and the doormat. Now you may have noticed a beautiful wood sign hanging from the front door in the last shot. That is what we're gonna make next using a 18-inch wood round from Home Depot. And we're gonna create a stencil with some Cricut stencil material. You can also use contact paper for this, and I'll link a video on how you can use regular contact paper to create stencils. I'll link that down below. I went into my Cricut design space, mocked up a circle the size of my wood round, found a pretty spring flower market design in Cricut design space, scaled that down to size, and then sent it over into my canvas to then be cut as a stencil. So I adjusted where I wanted that because I didn't want it too close to the edges, because like I said, we're going to use this as a stencil. So we're going to apply this one onto our Cricut mat, insert it into the machine, and let it do its job. And now that our design is cut, we're gonna go ahead and weed out the design. I found that good lighting is key to being able to easily weed out your design. So I'm using my Cricut 360 light for this. I will make sure to link all of the products and materials that I'm using in this video down in the description box below, so you can easily find them if you're looking for one too, or looking for any of these products to use in your crafting. So it's just fun to kind of weed out all of those little pieces of the design. And then we're gonna go ahead and add that design with some transfer tape onto our wood round. If you could take 1 second and hit that thumbs up button, that helps out my channel so much, and I appreciate it more than you know. Now we're going to do something fun. We're going to be using this scorch marker to create a wood burned look in our wood. And if you love the look of wood burning, but you're a little bit scared to use a wood burning tool because they get so super hot, then this is definitely a technique you should try because it is so easy. So I'm basically taking that marker and filling in all of the design. You can see it leaves behind sort of a pinkish, reddish tone, so then you know where your design is once you go to take your stencil off. And then to get that actual wood burned look, we're going to be taking a heat gun and we're going to be heat setting this into the wood. So it does have a chemical in there that is going to burn the wood. You just want to make sure that your heat gun is set all the way to high, and just take your time going around all of the design, and you'll see how it kind of magically just burns right into the wood. Now the reason I love this so much is because it basically becomes part of the wood, so you can't wash it off, the sun's not going to bleach it out, you're going to have a perfect, beautiful design from here on out. You can of course go ahead and seal this in too, and that'll doubly protect it. So once we have our design completely wood burned in, you can see you cannot wash this off, it's not going to rub off. We're going to then paint the top half with some chalk paint. So I put some painter's tape right in the center, measuring to make sure I had it even. And then I'm using the color Moss from Waverly. So this is just a chalk paint from Walmart. And once that is dry, you can remove your painter's tape. We're also going to embellish it with some wood beads. I love this look, so I put wood bead garland in my home and in my she shed. So why not add it onto a wood sign too? So I just put several onto some jute, Made some tassels, added those to the ends, created a burlap bow. This ribbon is actually from Dollar Tree. So I had a pre-made bow, and I'm gonna staple those on together to make sure they are not gonna come off. So I have to mention my staple gun here too. It's a battery staple gun, so you don't have to hurt your hands trying to squeeze a trigger, and it's USB rechargeable. So really, really neat little tool. I'll link that down below too. We're also going to staple on some ribbon onto the back of our sign as well, using the same burlap ribbon so it can hang from the front door. This is a cool product you may not know that Cricut carries. It is a window cling sort of decal. So it gives you that frosted look. So I thought it'd be fun to create a welcome sign for the front storm door of our house. So I went into Cricut Design Space and found this beautiful welcome decal design, and then went ahead, and since this is going to be about 18 inches long, I'm going to be using a longer Cricut mat for this. And then you just apply that right onto your mat, feed it into your machine, and let it cut. I also love that Cricut actually has presets for all of their different products. So there's actually a setting within Cricut Design Space that says window cling. So once you click that and send it over, it will literally preset your blade to cut at the correct depth. And now we're going to treat this just like a regular decal, weeding out all of the parts of the design that we do not want leaving the design on the paper backing. Now the difference with this material is that you don't use a transfer sheet with it. It's actually a pretty thick style plastic rubber. I'm not quite sure. It's really pretty. It kind of has a glistening glow to it and a little bit of almost silver glitter in it. I don't know. It's just that frosty look. But with this material, you actually add your design on one element at a time, so you can kind of adjust it and move it. If you don't quite get it centered or where you want it the first time, you just take it off and remove it and move it where you need it. So I think this would be so pretty on a lantern, on vases, given as gifts, super pretty on the front door. Now, how about some coasters to go outside? We always love sitting on our front porch, and we are gonna add this floral design coaster that is in Cricut Design Space. And if you've never used infusible ink before, then highly recommend it. They have all kinds of different colors of ink you can use, and you literally just use a piece of computer paper. So I'm putting this on a blue mat, which is a low tack mat. I'm installing my black infusible ink marker into my machine and then sending it over. So the cool thing about this is our marker is literally going to draw on our design in the perfect size for our coasters, because it's all preset within Cricut's system. So we basically just send that over, and it is so mesmerizing to watch this. It's amazing how beautiful this turns out. Once it's done drawing, it even does it on its own, goes ahead and cuts these designs out as well. And once that is all ready, then you just pop them off of that blue mat. And these are the coasters we're gonna use. They even say at the top that they are infusible ink friendly. And when you flip this over, it gives you some directions on the back as well. And it tells you to set your heat press to 400 degrees, which is what I did, along with setting it to 240 seconds. If you go on Cricut's website, they even have a whole how-to section, so it's a good thing to read through before you do this. But once you do it the first time, it is so easy. So we're gonna lay down some cardstock, and then we're gonna take a lint roller to get all of the excess lint off of our coaster, and you're gonna flip your design upside down, or I should say your design should be touching the top of the ceramic. We're gonna pair this with some heat resistant tape to hold our design in place. If this moves at all, it really could smear your design, and we don't want that. So that tape is going to hold it in place. You'll actually flip your design onto upside down on your cardstock. Your coasters come with butcher block paper, and you'll set that on top and then set your heat press on top of that. Clicking the button, and it'll go ahead and count down for you. Once it gets to 0, then you'll remove your heat press, let your coaster completely cool, and then you can go ahead and remove that heat transfer tape and reveal your beautiful design. It is so cool because, again, this is safe for the outdoors. It is not ink on there that's gonna smear. It's UV resistant, and it's gonna be great for your patio. And just look at how beautiful every single one of these coasters turns out, just one after another. So, so pretty and beautiful, and perfect to add onto your porch, your deck, your patio this springtime and summer as you enjoy, whether it's iced tea, lemonade, or iced water, the perfect place to just relax and enjoy. I have even more beautiful springtime DIYs coming up very soon, so make sure to subscribe if you are new. Hit that thumbs up button and let me know which one of these projects was your favorite down in the description box below. I want to thank every single one of you for joining in today, and I will see you in the next one.